It is my honor to welcome back to the stage for our API Day at the Capitol 2024 rally, Governor Tim Walz of Minnesota. I have a few more words. Are you okay standing?
Yes. What you think, so.
Governor Tim Walz is the 41st governor of Minnesota. He has served in this office since 2019 after previously serving 6 terms in Congress, representing Minnesota's 1st congressional district starting in 2007. He is currently serving his 2nd term as governor. He has appointed the 11 community members to our board. I want you to acknowledge that, to know that, and recognize that. I'm here because of him. Dave Wang, former chair, is because of him. Kendem Guybeck, Dr. Kendem Guybeck is here because of him. Pia Puente-Espina, representing the Filipino community, is here because of him. We are a nonpartisan state agency that advocate because the governor appoints us to the board. So with that, thank you, Governor. You have the stage.
Thank you so much. Well, thank you for the kind words, and good morning to all of you. I know that the theme is We the People. It's good to have We the People in your house today. This is where you should be. I'll add to that, these appointments to the board are good ones because we listen to the community. We listen to the community to tell them these are the leaders that we need. And I'd like to give a special thank you, someone who is no stranger to this building, who has been doing this work for quite some time. Executive Director Sia, thank you for your work. She's fabulous. She's working. So, it's good to have you all here. It matters. It matters this voice is here. I understand this is a very diverse group of people. This is a very critical piece of what makes Minnesota, Minnesota. The pieces of this community that stretch to every corner of our state, in every walk of life, from medicine to business to education to cultural, have made Minnesota the state that we all have come to love. Minnesota has a long tradition of being welcoming, understanding that outside of our 11 indigenous tribes, each of us came here from somewhere else to call this home. And whether you are first generation Minnesotan or many generation Minnesotans, this is home, and our desire to work together to improve our opportunities is absolutely the most important work we can do. So I am incredibly grateful. We've had successes together. Now in Minnesota, I'm going to say personally on this, I'm a cultural studies teacher. Now in Minnesota, we have ethnic studies so we can learn about the beautiful diversity of all of the cultures that are in Minnesota, to make sure that all of our students understand our history. And part of that history has been intertwined. And I'd like to make a note. Colonel, it's good to have you here today. And we're joined by so many others who have served in the military. Later this year, we are going to be commemorating the 50th anniversary of the conclusion of the Vietnam War. And I want to be very clear that we in Minnesota understand very clearly. Our special guerrilla unit veterans who are here were our allies in that war. They stood side by side with us, and they contributed greatly to the successes we were able to achieve. So I think when we pause in Minnesota and when we commemorate that time for all of those veterans who served this nation, be very clear. Our special guerrilla unit veterans are going to stand side by side in those celebrations. They're going to be honored in the respect that they should, and I'm grateful for each of you who are here. So thank you for that. As you're here today to make attention to the community, as you're here today to advocate for policies, what you're going to see is bipartisan support. Bipartisan support to make sure your children get the best education. Bipartisan support to make sure we're starting businesses off on the right foot. Bipartisan support to respect your right to worship as you see fit. All of those things that make this a great state and this a great country are because of the participation of days like this. So I just want to say first and foremost, thank you. I want to say thank you for choosing to make Minnesota your home. and a clear understanding that Minnesota has been better every single day that the API community has been here. It has improved every single day because of that, and those contributions are not overlooked. So welcome today, welcome we the people to your house, and I wish you the best today as you advocate for those policies that continue to improve Minnesota. Thank you. Good to see you. Yes, ma'am.